And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to helping you win in any marketplace. Our goal is to educate, entertain, enlighten, and most importantly, we want to engage with you in an effort to help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Now, make sure you save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it. You're going to hear some great content today. At some point, you may want to give us a quick text message or a call. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. That's your consumer advocate hotline. Anything you need in all of our different categories, 80-plus show partners here that we bring on the air to help you understand more about your buying decisions, investing, real estate, credit, finance, so many ways that we can help you here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Check out our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website at consumerqb.com. You'll see links to all of our expert contributors. Again, the finest folks in all of Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region of Florida that we've assembled, we've vetted, and we bring on the show to help you understand more about your daily decisions and avoiding a lot of that commission-based advice that's so prevalent in our community. Got a great one lined up for you here today. Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. Leo Kane back in the house. Beryl Engineering. Welcome in.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm sorry I can't give it my all today. I'm a little depressed.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Hurricane Beryl just did not live up to the name of the powerhouse of Beryl Engineering and Inspection in Tampa.
Yeah.
So it's depressing that our namesake just fizzled.
Well, you know, it's a bad thing for Beryl, but a good thing for Florida, maybe, huh?
I wanted Beryl the hurricane needed to be as strong as Beryl the company.
Yeah, I got you. I see where you're coming
We're
from.
like
there.
Category 5, man. We're off the charts.
Yeah, I like it. Setting records, breaking it up. All right, so we got Eunice Halstead also in the house. Welcome in.
Hi, nice to be here again.
Our insurance expert, all types of insurance, so everything from commercial, which is your specialty, also do homeowners insurance. We'll talk about different builders' risk policies, and a big one I think a lot of business owners are overlooking is the data security.
Yes, the cybersecurity policies that we've been talking about for a while, and the problem keeps getting worse and worse every day, with everybody doing everything online each and every day, and they're not securing their information. Yeah. So people are having the ransomware sent out there. Apparently, I just learned this week that there are people in other countries that actually go to school to become hackers.
Wow. So, unbelievable. Yeah, I mean it's to a point now where it's like you're kind of like that Ready Player One movie, you know, where you have your real life like we've traditionally had, but then you have your online gaming life and your online business life, and if you're not protecting your assets in both places, you're open to bankruptcy. You know, you're open to potential ransom, as you mentioned. So it's an interesting world we live in now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, awesome. So we're going to talk more about that regarding our insurance expert contributor here. And we have some hot listings from Platinum MVP Realty, and also a feel-good story of the week is an interesting one. We've all heard about the soccer team that was stuck in the caves, but here's a kind of a story that happened in light of that. Thai rice farmer volunteers at cave and comes home to destroyed farm. So find out about that. Interesting story how the community's rallying around her to help her with that. And we want to give a shout out to our partner here. Our brand new partner is Whole Body Fuel. Whole Body Fuel, they are awesome. Now, check out their website, Whole Body Fuel. They deliver these awesome meals to your home or office. It's got the nutrition facts right there on the side. And these are awesome. I'll tell you what, it's breakfast, lunch, and dinners that are prepackaged and delivered to your home or office every week. And it's a way that you can live a healthy lifestyle. It's a way that you can, take advantage of the time. You know, a lot of times when you think about food, it's such a vital part of our life. And so many people are rushing through fast food stores or they're rushing to the grocery store, you know. So these services are very affordable, and they are going to allow you to live that celebrity lifestyle on a very good budget here. Whole Body Fuel, check them out, wholebodyfuel.com. Kevin and his team do a great job over there, and I tell you, the food is excellent. And I've got a 12-year-old kind of a picky eater daughter that, even she likes the food. So Whole Body Fuel, check them out, and they are our official meal prep company of the Consumer Quarterback Show right here on 1380 The Biz. All right, so we're going to start you off with a little bit of an audible here. Omaha, we got the Peyton Manning audible there for you. So today I wanted to talk about the SMART goal setting. It's the S.M.A.R.T. method created by Paul J. Meyer. So it's an acronym based on SMART. So S stands for specific everyday goals that you are measuring, and they're specific goals. So if you want to grow in your life, grow in your business, attain your goals, reach your success, it starts with being specific. Number 2 is measurable, making sure that each goal should be trackable and measurable in increments. And you want to log progress in an app or on book or smartphone. A stands for action. Action-oriented results to what you can obtain are going to lead you to obtain that goal. And so many people come up with these ideas, they don't follow through. They don't have the actions that you need to follow through. R stands for realistic and relevant. Even though the challenge, even though you want to challenge, you want to make sure you should never use goals that are going to set you up for failure, and it's going to counteract your self-concept and your self-esteem. And the T stands for time-based goals. You tell yourself that you should have a goal completed and hold yourself accountable for actions, or even have a partner that's going to hold you accountable for those actions. And create an action plan, a great way to start with your list of goals. Clearly define how you're going to achieve those goals, and remember to break it down into smaller increments. So there's your SMART goal setting method for the S.M.A.R.T. method invented by Paul J. Meyer. All right, helping you win in any marketplace. Let's jump right into it. Leo Kane back in studio. Barrel Engineering, so helping people with you mentioned the 4-point inspections are changing.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. I talked about it back in March. The notices went out in January. Almost everyone's forgotten about it, but the citizens form has changed for 4-point inspections. So if you have a home that's more than 25 years old and you need a 4-point inspection, it's basically now a full home inspection.
Wow.
Where it used to just be a cursory inspection, like there's a roof. Now you need to look at the roof, you need to look in the attic, you need to look and see if there's any stains in the ceiling. And every component. Plumbing used to be, you just looked under the kitchen sink. Now they want you to operate every faucet. They want you to check the valves. I mean, it's intense. It's just the insurance companies after last year's Hurricane Irma still paying out over that, just getting tighter on denying more people insurance coverage.
Yeah, what are some of the main things that you see coming up? I mean, in older homes, we've heard of knob and tube wiring. Is that a big one?
Not really. Yeah,
No.
I rarely encounter knob and tube wiring. That wiring would have to be like over 100 years old at this point.
Wow.
It's been upgraded over time to cloth wiring, to aluminum wiring, which that's not good, or copper wire. But yeah, we don't really run into active knob and tube.
Okay.
Maybe on a detached garage we would, but not in a main home.
What about so from the roofing perspective, what are you seeing on roofing?
Well, I mean, the new form, they even have us going down to the level if the shingles are slightly curling. We have to mark that on the form. If we see any deterioration, they're prepping to just start with denials. And the new forms must be in use by September 1st. So if you're getting your 4 points in August and your inspection company is giving you the old forms and they're giving you a cheaper rate because they're using the old forms, you're just not going to be able to use them to get insurance come September.
Yeah. So that's going to change. And they meaning the insurance companies, they took a loss. They're factoring these deals. They're looking at kind of like actuaries would look at what the payout is on these premiums. So the idea would be to make sure your inspector is using the proper forms, and really if a deal's closing in September, that's when the new forms have to be started.
They have to be in use. So we're switching over on the 15th. So we're switching. We waited till as long as we thought feasible. 45 days for a closing is reasonable. So we switched over. We're waiting as long as possible because our rates have to go up, because now a 30-minute inspection is going to take 2.5 hours.
Wow. Okay. And with the structural side of your business, structural engineering is kind of your forte, and you help with some of these different properties. What are you seeing in that space?
Just more of the same. The building departments, they go on break this time of the year and in August, so permitting gets even slower than normal. So we see that. We're seeing a sharp increase in the expired permits in Hillsborough County. A lot of bad contracting happened about 8 months ago with Hurricane Irma. They never closed out their permits, so we're seeing a sharp increase in expired permits, unpermitted work, shoddy work. We're just seeing that's just fallout from Irma. Everything I'm mentioning is fallout from Irma, which is why I'm so sad about Barrel.
Yeah,
the
you wanted
hurricane.
Beryl to be a little bit stronger storm.
To just make it past the initial chain of islands. It didn't even make it past that.
Yeah, you wanted the big TV screen to light up with Beryl. Then we wanted it to make a sharp turn to the right.
Well, I had a cool thing, like if it made it past the islands and was going to go towards the Cuba, Dominican, or Puerto Rico, I was going to take my logo, which is a turtle shell, and you know how they do the hurricane, they say the S or the H and they show the little icon? I was going to replace those with my logo, put that up, and I never got to do that. Now I have to wait a whole another 6 years to do that.
6 years is a rotation?
6 years is a rotation.
Yeah, and you're a big gamer too, right? Comic books and games and movies, movies.
Love that. I mean, we spend a lot of time talking about comic books and games, and some of my favorite things to do is at night around 11 o'clock get a raid going, which is a team of friends, and we can just go in there and take on a dungeon.
Oh, really? So is that through Fortnite?
I don't do the Fortnite.
Oh, really?
I just never really got into it. I'm doing Destiny, Call of Duty, Titanfall. Still playing a lot of Titanfall, which is a game from 2 years ago. It's just fun getting a group of friends and just shooting headshots, precision headshots. We call them.
Nice. And is that on, what device is that on?
I'm on the Playstation.
PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm pretty dedicated. I like how the game systems about 15 years ago came out with achievements or trophies. Because now I have an account. So if I could play the game on Xbox or PlayStation, I want to level up my gamer, like a Ready Player One scenario. I want to level up my gamer, so I want to keep playing on the same system.
Nice. I like that. All right, good stuff. So more from Leo Kane when we come back, Beryl Engineering, and Eunice Halstead, our insurance expert, is going to be weighing in on some of these different areas of business, home, commercial, the general liability, talking about business owners' data security. How safe is your business? Are you protected from cybersecurity? And more from our expert contributors. Our feel-good story of the week is a good one. Ty Rice Farmer volunteers at cave and comes home to destroyed farm. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show and owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. We're looking for inventory right now. It's still a low inventory market, and so we need more properties to sell. And also looking for real estate agents that might want to join our team. We'd love to talk to any agents that are interested in growing their business. All right, got a couple of hot listings I want to let you know about. 7441 Islander Lane in Hudson. This is a beautiful property, waterfront home that we just listed, and it's 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, $398,000 is a nice price for this property. Over 4,700 square feet total, and every day will feel like a vacation at 7441 Islander Lane in Hudson. Beautiful listing of Platinum MVP Realty. Check out platinummvprealty.com. Also, another beautiful property on Clearwater Beach, 1370 Gulf Boulevard, unit number 401. It's an end unit in Bella Rosa condo, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, $1.175 million listing of mine, 2,198 square feet. Beautiful property. Too many upgrades to list here, and a lot of opportunities with tennis and pool and all kinds of nice stuff here. Beautiful waterfront property, beachfront condo, compliments of platinummvprealty.com. And I got to tell you about Brio Tuscan Grill over at the International Plaza. This place is awesome. It's our restaurant partner, and we would love for you to go say hello to the management team. Let your waiter know that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show, and they're going to hook you up with the free appetizer over at Brio Tuscan Grill, International Plaza Mall. You will discover a beautiful Italian menu, signature drinks, cozy atmosphere, very friendly waitstaff, bringing you the pleasures of a Tuscan country villa to Tampa. So we invite you to check them out. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on that free appetizer offer, and they've got some good ones over there. Tomato and mozzarella caprese. They've got the roasted garlic, spinach, and artichoke dip, spicy shrimp and eggplant, beef carpaccio, calamari, and so much more. Our friends over at Brio Tuscan Grill. Go say hello. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, we're back here in studio. We got Leo Kane in the house, and we have Eunice Halstead as well here, our insurance expert. So we're talking inspection, structural engineering, and I know there's some questions during the break. What are we talking about when it comes to how long these reports last?
Well, the wind mitigation reports that are done, those will last up to 5 years, and a 4-point inspection will last up to 6 months.
Okay.
But what ends up happening is you only need a new 4-point inspection when you change insurance carriers, buy a new house, or change policies. If you just keep renewing, you're grandfathered in, with one exception, and that's on the roofing component. Because on the form, it tells you how many years is the useful life of the roof. They put that information in the system, and once their system reaches a 3, like if we said 5, 2 years from now, it's going to hit 3, they're going to then demand another inspection.
Okay. So they're going to hold that in a file and kind of bring it up as an
alert. Yeah, an alert saying that the roof needs to be replaced. And they're just trying to hedge and mitigate loss.
Yeah. So from the insurance side, Eunice Halstead here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. On the insurance side, these are important reports to be able to write the risk and adequately, write the risk in the premium policy.
Yes, for homes that are not new, the insurance companies are requiring the 4-point inspection and the wind mitigation report in order to consider them. There are substantial discounts when you have a good wind mitigation report.
Okay.
That the person can have. The 4-point inspection is just invaluable in order to get a new homeowners policy.
And the wind mitigation is basically showing how the rafters are attached to the trusses, right? The trusses in the system.
That's just one of the 6 components. I mean, it's rating the age of the building, was it built to building code, age of the roof covering, how the decking's attached, how the trusses are attached, the geometry of the roof.
Right.
Is it shaped like a pyramid or basically a triangle like a teepee?
Yep.
The openings, like how the windows, the doors, it's just each component gives you different credits.
Right.
So what I like to tell people is the wind mitigation saves you money on insurance. the 4-point inspection prevents you from getting it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So some sarcasm there a little bit, but yeah, when you look at the process, for first time buyers, it's confusing process. New construction, there's different components there. Why don't we talk to Eunice about that? Between the difference between buying an existing structure and then a new construction deal.
Well, buying an existing structure, you have to take into consideration how old the structure is. If the codes have changed over the years after hurricanes and different other issues have occurred. So they have to make sure that the building is currently up to code.
Okay.
And if it's not, then you have to bring the building up to code,
right? Which
could be really expensive. What he was talking about, the roof, if the roof is made on a hip shape or on a gable shape, because a gable shape, which is the teepee style,
okay,
has an element where part of the roof overhangs the property,
right,
and the wind can come and pick up the roof from there and pull it off. That doesn't really happen so much with the pyramid shape, which is the hip style roof, and insurance companies prefer the hip style roof more often. So maybe that's something that we need to think about when we're making new construction and
right,
having new developments made.
Right.
That hip roofs are much preferable to gable style roofs.
Yeah.
Especially here in Florida.
Yeah, there's a lot of wind that's going to be coming, at certain times of the year. It's more than others. Okay, so let's talk a little about the commercial side as well, because I know that's an area that you specialize in. General liability, commercial workers' comp. There's some things that you're doing to help not only business owners protect their physical assets, but also the intellectual properties as well.
Okay, so today I wanted to talk about general liability, which is probably the most common type of insurance policy that commercial businesses are faced with or are aware of, and it covers bodily injury to third parties if somebody slips and falls in your property, or somebody has any other type of accident because of your operations. There's also property damage in case the property of third party gets ruined because of your operation or in your location. Personal injury and advertising injury. If you put out an advertisement that offends somebody and you get sued, or personal injury has to do with copyright infringement and other libel and slander type of issues, so that general liability policy will cover you against that. It also provides coverage for contractual liability, contracts such as your lease, easements, and other different types of contracts that you would be covered if on a normal basis. It's just a normal day-to-day type of contract that you would use.
Right.
You would probably be covered under the general liability with certain exceptions. Damage to your rented premises. So if you're renting a place for your business,
right,
and a fire occurs, for example, the insurance company will provide you up to whatever limit you choose. The basic limit is $100,000 for that fire to that building that's not yours. So it's kind of like a property coverage, within your liability policy. And medical payments, which is a goodwill coverage. So if let's say somebody has an accident within your premises, the medical payments comes in automatically and helps them out to pay for their medical bills, to hope that they don't sue you. So, those are the basic coverages that the general liability policy will provide for you.
Yeah, so those are important. Those are very important. Then also, does that fall under E&O, or is that a separate policy rider?
Errors and omissions are only for specific types of business that require professional liability coverages, such as what you do as a realtor and what I do as an insurance professional. Anyone who requires a license for what they do, a doctor maybe, or a lawyer, they require an errors and omissions type of policy. Not everybody. So
that's important if you're in a transaction and you forget to do a certain step of that transaction. Whoops, that was an error, that was an omission.
Right.
And that's going to be covered
under
your policy.
Or if you do something incorrectly by mistake, as long as it's not on purpose, that would be covered under your errors and omissions policy.
Right.
I also wanted to mention that on the personal side, people have to be aware to have general liability, personal liability also. And most homeowners policies will include that, but that also includes if somebody falls or has an accident or gets choked or something happens to them in your house. If you have the neighbor's children come into your property and drown in the pool.
Wow.
Or any kind of accident that you might not be expecting.
The slides, the blow-up slides.
Yeah.
I heard of a story where the kid fell off the top of the slide and boom.
Yeah, and then your neighbor's going to get sued for your neighbor's going to sue you for having that kind of a situation in your house, and your personal liability policy will cover that, or your homeowner's policy. Also, if your kid goes out and is playing baseball on the street rather than playing video games, and breaks a window in somebody's house, or something happens and the property of your neighbor or somebody's property gets damaged by you or somebody in your household, your personal liability will come in to pick that up as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the website again?
www.insuranceriskspecialist.com.
Okay, awesome. So check out the website, insuranceriskspecialist.com. Eunice Halstead, best in the business. Lots of ways that she can help you. More from Lee O'Kane as well when we come back. Barrel Engineering, Eunice Halstead here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we have our feel-good story of the week. Thai rice farmer volunteers at cave and comes home to destroyed farm. So it's interesting spin on the story that we've all heard about, the soccer team that was stuck in the cave. So find out kind of the backstory on that when we come back. Right after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Tricia up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, the Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. And I want to give a shout out to our friends over at Temple Float in Palm Harbor. Say hello to Ron and his team over at Temple Float. They are awesome. If you've not had a float, you got to check it out. It's flotation therapy is a way to soothe and heal the mind and body from the constant stress of life's daily pressure. Temple Float Spa over in Palm Harbor. I love it. You go in there and do a little meditation, a little prayer, or just guided meditation. You listen to music, whatever you want to do, and you kind of float on this. And it kind of looks like a tanning bed. It's like a capsule. You lift it up, you jump in. It's water with 1,000 pounds of salt dissolved in there. So you just literally float. It's buoyant. You ever hear that?
No, but I just learned about that Maldive restaurant/yoga place. It's an underwater yoga and restaurant. It's the only one in the world.
What?
It's a completely underwater restaurant in
It's
Maldives.
in Tampa Bay?
Maldives.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So underwater restaurant.
Yeah, it looked awesome. It was like you just imagine you're in the Tampa Aquarium and you're in that little shark tunnel.
Huh.
That's the whole restaurant.
Oh,
like
I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm trying to put that together. I was like, wait, how is that happening? All right. Good stuff. So we got Leo Kane in the house, Barrel Engineering, Eunice Halstead as well. Eunice Halstead, insurance risk advisor. So she's helping you with any kind of property casualty, commercial, data security is a big one. We're going to talk more about that coming up and more from Leo as well. I want to touch on sinkhole activity and see a little bit about that as well. But a couple of hot listings from Platinum MVP Realty I want to let you know about. Got a property in Largo. It's a beautiful property. Beautiful home, 12091 145th Street, 3-bedroom, 2-bath property, and it's close to the beach, literally a 5-minute ride to the beach, but it's not in a flood zone, so it's a great opportunity here. Motivated seller, gorgeous 3-bedroom, 2-bath property, $300,000 just reduced, and a beautiful property there in Largo, and a South Tampa gym. This is 3911 West Euclid Avenue, 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 half bath, and this is a beautiful property here that is over 4,000 square feet, and it's in the Tampa Plant District, the high school district, Tampa Plant High School District. So a lot of people are looking to get their children into that school zone, and it's $837,000. Another beautiful listing, compliments of Platinum MVP Realty.com, and beautiful Tampa Bay, great place to live, work, and play.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
All right, so we're back here in studio. Eunice Halstead, I want to talk more about different types of insurance. I think so many people one of the things that we do as business owners, as people, as busy, parents in some cases, right? We're going through our daily lives. We're just constantly renewing the policy from the following year or the previous year without really looking into the policies and finding out, what's in those policies. So I think you would offer a review for anybody that's interested in just sitting down and doing a review, or just sending over their paperwork. They can do a review.
Absolutely. It's important to review your insurance every year because not only many people don't understand insurance, and that's it's a lot of jibber jabber for those who those people who have not studied it like I have, and I'm very capable of helping you understand your insurance policy piece by piece so that you know what you have and what you don't have.
Right.
The other issue is that your situation may change from year to year. And, there may be issues such as damage that may have occurred. If it's a business, your business operations may change, your revenues may change. You may have new needs for new coverages because you're doing different things that you weren't doing before. So maybe you may have to switch classifications. You may have more employees, so you may have to review your workers' compensation insurance. There's a number of different things that happen within a year especially when it's a business. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're expanding, or you're moving to a new location, or you're adding a new location, And you need to make sure that all that stuff is spelled out in your insurance policy, because when the loss comes, if you haven't looked at it and you haven't included it, it's not going to be covered.
Yeah, and also with some businesses, don't they base your premium amount on the volume that you're doing?
That's correct.
So that's something that needs to be updated every year.
Right. So even if you're growing, or if unfortunately you're not and it's going in the other direction, you can have some premium savings by adjusting to the real amount of revenues or payroll that your business is generating.
Right. Yeah. So that's important. Get a review done. Eunice, Halstead, conveniently located, Town and Country. Plus, I believe you would go to people's businesses if they want to sit down and have you come into their business.
Yes, absolutely.
Make a house call or a business call. And then some of the stuff could be done via, faxing over the documents, scanning in and emailing over the documents, and letting her and her team review what you currently have. I think that's an important part to think about. And it's one of those things where just, we're all kind of busy. We're pulled in a lot of different directions. But, it hurts when you get hit with stuff.
Yeah. And the other thing is I hear a lot recently that people haven't spoken to their insurance agent, or they don't like their insurance agent. If you need a new one, or if you, just want the advice from somebody who's been in the insurance industry for over 25 years, my bachelor's degree is in property and casualty insurance, and I have a number of certifications, including the Chartered Property Casualty Underwriter, which is the highest certification you can get in the property and casualty insurance business. I really know what I'm doing.
Yep.
And our phone number is 813-852-5691.
Okay, reach out to Eunice at 852-5691, Tampa number. And yeah, if you want to text review too, that's an easy way. If you just want to text the word review to our hotline, we'll put you in touch, have a review done, free consultation, find out what's in your policy, where you may have some gaps. There might be some coverages that you're missing, some riders that are missing. I know sometimes it's wind, but not water rising, flood, and there's all these different things to consider. So text the word review to our hotline, 813-670-7372. Just text the word review to 813-670-7372, and we'll put you in touch with Eunice and allow you to get that review done, and make sure you have everything structured properly. The last thing you want to do is wait till last minute and start kind of adding this additional stress to what for a lot of people is already a busy and stressful time, meaning hurricane season. We're slap dab in the middle of the season right now. So, talking about hurricane and preparedness, what do you have any tips on the hurricane side, for preparedness, either one of you guys?
First of all, having your insurance up to date, make sure that it's been paid for and that you have appropriate amount of limit for your insurance for windstorm is very important. Make sure that there's there's a difference between hurricane insurance and windstorm insurance, and some states make that differentiation. Not every state does, but some states do.
Does Florida?
I believe that in some cases, some companies do.
Okay. So it varies by policy, from company to company.
So they'll provide you coverage. They'll provide you a certain limit of coverage for a named storm versus a windstorm, which could be like a tornado or something that is not a named storm.
Right. Okay.
So you got to understand if you have what you have in your policy, if it's differentiated, what limits you have, what deductible you have.
Right.
The other thing is, prepare. Just make sure you have your canned foods and your water.
Yep.
And things like flashlights and batteries. Whatever.
Generator.
A generator would be great.
I remember last year I took a generator down on my mom. They got hit down in Hendrick County there, LaBelle, and they were just so happy to have that. They were so grateful they could finally run a fan.
Yes.
It had been like 2 or 3 nights I think they were out of power. So.
Yes. I have family in Puerto Rico that are still suffering from the effects of last year's hurricane.
Oh, man.
So not everybody has electricity yet. Wow. It's a lot better. The situation's a lot better now than it used to be.
Yeah.
But they are still suffering from the after effects. So being prepared is really important.
Yeah, that's amazing to think that they're still, fighting that. You hear, it's everybody's kind of rallying at the time, but then 2 weeks go by, 3 weeks, a month, and then it's just kind of like a lost. I think as human beings, our attention goes, or our focus goes where our energy flows, right?
Yeah.
So we're not thinking about it as much. But what about you? Any tips from Leo here?
I approach this from a side that your house is going to be demolished in a storm, and it's important to have photographs, not video. I recommend taking at least 6 photographs per room. Basically stand in the corner and aim at the other corners, and take one of the floor, one of the ceiling. Take pictures of all your electronics. Take pictures of model numbers, serial numbers, because take pictures of your furniture. I recommend taking a picture of a closet with all the clothes in it. I open drawers, take pictures of that, because when you have a loss, the insurance company, we find the insurance companies aren't in the business of giving you money. They're in the business of selling you policies and trying to find ways to pay you the money, especially from a lot of what we deal with our clients. So if you don't have the catalog and you don't have receipts and you don't have model numbers, they're not going to give you credit for owning these items when it comes time to fighting them when your house is destroyed. So I always assume the house is going to catch on fire. You're going to be flooded. You're not going to be able to collect the data after the fact. So once a year, go through and get all that data.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. And each company's going to be different in their collection efforts and their different payout strategies. But yeah, the insurance adjusters come into the picture. They come and see what was there, and how they would value that. And I guess that's important. Getting that review up front with Eunice Halstead, and also so stay with us when we come back. More from our expert contributors here: Leo Kane, Eunice Halstead here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and our feel good story of the week: Ty Rice farmer volunteers at cave and comes home to destroyed farm. Find out the backside of that story when we come back right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show, hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty helping you win in any marketplace. We've got Leo Kane in the house, Barrel Engineering, helping you with structural engineering and inspections as well. Eunice Halstead in the house, our insurance expert in the areas of home, auto. We've got the commercial side. Also, a big one is the emerging area is for business owners is data security, cybersecurity. So she can help you with all of that. Talk about getting a review. And it's the summertime, so the kids are out of school. I got my daughter here helping us out with our feel-good story of the week and our Tell Me Something Good. Always wanting to tell you something positive here on the Consumer Quarterback Show.
Tell me something good. Thai rice farmer volunteers at cave and comes home to destroyed farm. My Ba Chai Chin owns about 5 acres of land in a small village near the mountain where the boys' soccer team was trapped in the cave. Her rice paddies were destroyed by the 130 million liters of water that was pumped out of the cave during the rescue mission. The waters had flooded her rice fields. When I got home, the water was 2 feet deep and the young plants were flooded, Chai Chin told ABC News. But Chai Chin does not care about her flooded crops. She's just thankful that the team made it out alive. Children are more important than rice. We can regrow rice, but we can't regrow the children, she said. When news broke that an entire soccer team was trapped in a cave, Chai Chin dropped everything and headed to the mountainside to help. Chai Chin spent a week at the cave cooking meals for the rescue workers. She says the rescue effort has helped to unite Thais all over the country.
All right, good story. Interesting. So the backstory there. And so, Leo, you said you hadn't heard about it, but a pretty cool twist in the story there, huh?
Yeah, this is brand new, and I'm impressed the linguists over there. Your daughter was able to read the I wouldn't have been able to read those names.
Yeah, she did really well. She did really good. And we got an interesting story here, 10 ways for preteens to make money this summer. So maybe a good time to talk about that. So number 1, work as a mommy's helper. So helping out moms, help a local senior. That's a good one. You know, kind of giving back, helping out the seniors.
Lemonade stand on the list?
It is. You
nice.
Actually came right here.
Next one.
Number 3. What's number 4?
Do yard work. And then 5 is walk dogs. 6 is pet sit. And 7 is provide tech support, which kids have to help the adults basically learn how to work a phone.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What about this one?
8 is wash cars. 9 is work on a farm. In the Tampa area, I don't know if there's too many opportunities to do that. I guess summer camps. And then 10 is sell unwanted items.
Yep.
Work on a farm.
There's farms around Tampa Bay.
Well, I know there's farms. You go all sunrise, just make me some money and come back at night.
It's like car wash. You got a car wash coming up too, Bray, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the, what is it, East Lake Cheer?
Yeah.
Cool. And when is that?
It is July 21st, 2018, 1 o'clock p.m. through 4 o'clock p.m. at Fifth Third Bank Boot Ranch. And we will be selling tickets for $5 a pop.
All right. Awesome. Well, good stuff. Thanks for helping us out with the show here. We appreciate it. All right. So we've got back to Leo Barrel Engineering, Leo Kane Barrel Engineering. We've got Eunice Halstead here in studio as well. And we are jumping into our lightning round where we're going to help you out with some tips here. Lightning round.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right. Here we go. Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Leo Kane.
Well, this isn't probably not a lightning round, but I learned back when I was in Copenhagen at the farms, the historical farms, that the old workers used to sleep in their work clothes because they could save time in being able to get up and out to the day.
Efficiency.
So maybe you should sleep in your work clothes so you can save the 10 minutes in the morning.
Yeah. There you go.
And you can get a better start on the day. That's a lightning round tip for you.
Maybe you're refreshed. You're more refreshed if you actually do change and take the shower and you're energized. And
you also sleep sitting up because otherwise they suffocate because of the smoke, because they put fires inside the cabins to stay warm.
Where was this at?
This is in Copenhagen.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a whole thing about morning routines, right? Have you heard Tony Robbins' morning routine is the priming that you do? It's a breathing technique. I think Navy SEALs do it. They pull in the oxygen, kind of flooding your brain with oxygen and priming, and then sending out prayer and meditation to your loved ones, no matter if where they're located. But, that's a whole nother, we could do a whole show on that, morning routines, right? All right, so Eunice Halstead, top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom.
I'm just reminding everybody that the cyber issues are growing out there. Most cyber issues are caused by human error. Many of them come from outside, and there's the phishing scams, and there's the emails that go back and forth, and sometimes they carry links that people click on, and your information is gone.
Right.
So the notification to your clients and the cost of retrieving your information, plus legal cost and public relations, it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it does.
So you have to be prepared for that.
Yeah, I mean, that could literally ruin a business, put you in bankruptcy.
Absolutely.
By people coming in. And they'll hold on to that information until the ransom is met. And now, with the advent of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, it's an easier way to get the money to the thieves.
Yes, and like I mentioned before, in other countries like India and some other third world countries, they actually have schools that teach people how to hack.
Yeah.
So, it's not just a teenager that has nothing better to do. They are actually teaching these people how to do it and how to do it big.
Yeah, that's crazy when you think about, the world we live in, the ability, how you're vulnerable. They say pretty much anybody could be hacked. It's just a matter of time.
Absolutely.
If people are willing to put.
It's not if, it's when.
Right. So you have a policy that will help alleviate that situation.
Yes.
Okay. And what are the premiums? I mean, how would that cost break down? Is it depending on?
So depending on the type of business that it is and how sensitive the information that they carry, based on their revenues, their annual revenues, the premiums are actually not as terrible as you'd expect. They're actually a lot lower than even I was thinking that they would be. So they're really reasonable. At least you should get a quote just to find out, and I can explain to you when we talk what the policy covers and how they protect you. They also have a loss prevention part to it. So they go and they verify your systems and see where the gaps are. So it's an all-around good product.
Awesome. I like it. And so I like to talk about this. This is one of my favorite stories or studies to quote here, since we're in the lightning round top tips here. So Dr. Edward Banfield of Harvard conducted a 50-year study into the socio and economic mobility in the United States and other countries. In other words, what makes some people more successful than others? What makes some people move up that socioeconomic ladder, earn more money, income, or attain success? And he broke it down, and he did a 50-year study into these reasons why some are able to go even from generation to generation, sometimes starting at laboring jobs and going and becoming wealthy. And what he looked at is what are the effects of this? Why does this happen? And the number one factor in that process was long time perspective, developing long time perspective. So in other words, before you make a decision, a business model decision, or maybe buying assets, whatever that is how long of a time frame do you take into thought into your process before you make that decision? So long time perspective is the number one factor, regardless of where you come from, but that is it. And if you look at an example of that, you think about the lower class, you think about the hopeless drug addict or drunk who is at the highest level. He's looking at the lowest level, rather, he's looking at, hey, where can I get my next fix, my next drink, my next fix? And then the opposite side is when the leader is tasked with future plans. So you look at big organizations, companies that are thinking long term. They're thinking of hundreds of years in advance, decades in advance of how they can keep that legacy alive. So they're Dr. Edward Banfield of Harvard, the 50-year study. Really cool, interesting story. If you have time to research that, read it, check it out. All right, we got a couple more minutes left here. Leo Kane, I'm going to throw it back to you. Top tips, nuggets of advice.
I was just thinking that back to what she was talking about, cybersecurity. So there's an actual college that teaches you how to be a Nigerian prince?
Yeah. The hacker, the Nigerian prince that has the money. All you have to do is send him some money first and he can release it.
Yeah,
is that the one?
That's the one. I mean, it's just, there's so many princes in Nigeria. I get like emails almost daily from them.
Yeah. I got them going straight to spam. I don't know. I haven't seen one of those in a while, but yeah, it's an interesting world we live in. On one hand, there's so much opportunity. You can become a millionaire easier ever than any time in the history of planet Earth here by starting a Shopify or selling stuff on Amazon or eBay. I mean, there's so many ways you can make money, but on the flip side of that, it opens up a lot of risk.
Yes, it does. Yeah, because when you are, especially when you have money coming in and out, and you're doing transactional work online, which it all happens online now, with the Square, or it's so accessible and so easy. these days that it never used to be that way.
Yeah. It's like money today is a series of numbers on a computer screen somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. It's less and less about the cash that you have in your pocket. It's more about the debit card swiping, and then that leads to predictive stats about hey, this person's ready for a divorce. He's out. They're out at alcohol. They're going to strip clubs. I mean, they can predict what your actions are going to be based on your buying tendencies. So it's an interesting world we live in. We want you working here locally with our expert contributors, Leo Kane, Barrel Engineering, Eunice Halstead as well in the house, our insurance expert advisor. So thanks so much for all of our listeners out there. I want to thank our expert contributors today and remind you to check out our partners at consumerqb.com. All of their contact information is on our website, consumerqb.com. Follow us online, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter at Brandon Rhymes 1, Brandon Rhymes PA on Facebook, Consumer Quarterback Show pages as well. And please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness, something as simple as packing up leftover food or clothing, hand it to that person that you see in need. Be a force for good in the community. Do something kind for one another, and drive safely as always. We'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you. Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.